We're back with Bobby and JJ Radio. Today is the first New Year segment that we're going to talk about everything that's brand new here in as far as trends are concerned, as far as real estate, as far as interior design. We have two top-tier professionals that we're going to be talking to. It's Debbie Boggs and Julie Young. The Boggs and the Young stand for BY, so BY Design, Home Staging and Decorating. They've been in the staging game for 7 years. The Real Estate Staging Association named them the top 5 staging companies in North America.
I didn't vote.
You didn't vote?
I would have voted for them.
Yeah, you have to be a citizen. And so they are by far the top-notch professionals in the San Antonio Metro. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
So we're going to talk about this very awesome and interesting video that you guys have posted on your links. I know you guys are really huge on Instagram and all the social media, and you guys did this awesome video that we looked over about these new trends in 2015. Let's talk a little bit about that. Well, we saw some crazy stuff in there that I kind of liked, and some stuff that I was kind of shocked about.
Some stuff I wasn't ready for.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for.
What were you not ready for?
Just too different. I'm very gray, and that's it. You know, I'm very modern, and that's it. I don't take a lot of risks.
Yeah, but some of the stuff that's kind of risky, it seemed kind of avant-garde, I guess, you know. But let's talk a little bit about the stuff that you feel that is coming out right now.
Oh wow, there's 20 of them in the video.
Sure.
So it's fun, and some of them are expected, you know, like grays are pretty obvious. We all know that one. But then there's some other fun things in there, like the blurred lines.
Right.
And basically that just means everything not being quite perfect.
Sure.
So
just kind of overlapping a little bit on each other. I know we saw like Greek blue and olive.
Right.
Like those are some of the things that I have. I mean, we see in some higher end, upper or more modern style homes here in San Antonio. But do you feel that they're going to just start to become more prevalent throughout the market?
Modern and transitional definitely are up and coming. We're kind of, San Antonio market may be a little bit behind the rest of the world.
Sure.
But we're seeing a lot more of the modern, and so some of those colors that are in the trends that we identified come from mid-century modern influences. You know, some of the 60s colors.
So Bobby just took a trip. Bobby doesn't take much vacation, but he just recently took a trip to, what was it?
I went to Palm Springs.
Oh, Palm Springs.
Palm Springs, it's in California. It's in America, JJ. You know, you're not familiar with that.
Yeah.
But I did a 3-day trip to Palm Springs, did the whole mid-century modern tours, did the bus tours, did the walking tours, did the private home tours.
Well, he drove the bus, but it was a tour.
Yeah. I washed the bus.
No, but he saw a lot of these trends that you were talking about. So when we looked at your video, he was relating to all of it.
He was recognizing it.
Yeah, because I guess, like you said, there's a lot of influences pulled from that era or that genre that's coming back now. One thing that I want to note about that I've never had the audacity to do is like the darker kitchen cabinets that are
right. It's so fun, you know, because the trend has been to have the all white kitchen and everything white. Sure. But the pendulum always swings, you know, and now it's swinging away. We're seeing a lot of darker cabinets, a lot of ebony painted, you know, dark blues.
I saw the navy blue.
The navy blue, yeah.
That freaked me
out
a little bit.
Dark grays, yeah.
Yeah, and with the navy blue, I saw this. It looked like you call it soft gold, but it looked like just brass. Like
it's basically brass, but we got to give it a new name.
Sure.
If it's got to be new,
it's that 90s feel.
Brass is more Scarface.
So it's got to have a euphemism, and it's a little softer. It doesn't have that harsh edge that the shiny brass had.
Right.
And so soft gold.
Gotcha. And we're going to talk a lot more about this with Sean, but let's talk about the countertops. So granite is leaving us.
Well, it's just a bit overdone.
Sure.
You know, it's going to stay around, but quartzite, soapstone, stainless steel, butcher block. I mean, just you name it, anything, glass.
Right.
Just all different kinds of materials that we're seeing.
I've been seeing poured concrete counters. That's kind of
yes, they're fabulous.
That's weird. Soapstone. I've seen that too. I actually did quartzite at home. That was a little different. It has a different look to it.
True.
I thought it was kind of nice.
Yeah.
And you know, being someone that cooks, I actually do cook a lot. You know.
Really?
And so, yeah. So
you never
why is
cooked
that
for me?
surprising? Why is that surprising?
He can work a microwave.
Yeah. So I put defrost and then the other button, whatever it is. But I don't like granite because it's so porous. You know, and it's very hard to keep maintain it if you're actually using your kitchen for what
Right.
it's supposed
He
to be.
doesn't like it because he doesn't have it.
No, I've never wanted it actually. I've had it before. I just didn't like it. So, and I saw Bobby having it for a long time, and he always had to seal it. And Bobby doesn't eat.
True.
Yeah. So Bobby doesn't eat at home. But anyways, if you're just joining us, we're speaking with Debbie Boggs and Julie Young with By Design Home Staging and Decorating. We're going through all the 2015 trends, what's coming on, what's being more popular, what's going to be infiltrating, I think, San Antonio eventually. Like you said, we're a little bit on the other side of the curve. But let's talk about some of the bone and horn that was coming out in that video.
Oh, yeah. Antlers, things made out of horn, just the antler motif you're seeing everywhere.
Sure.
So death.
Death, okay.
Death is in right now,
El Dia
guys.
de los Muertos.
De los Muertos. Wow, that was good. And these these blurred lines that you're talking about, they're more geometric lines, though, right?
Yeah, loose geometric lines, but it's kind of the trend just goes way beyond that. Ombre is kind of an example of this. That the not perfect hairstyle,
Right.
and it's why I didn't make my bed this morning because
Right.
I didn't want to be too perfect.
You want to make it look a little messy.
a little bit off. Yeah,
Sure. And
I've been in stuff for a while then.
Yeah, I've been doing it forever. And so, what about the more organic shapes that are coming out? What have you been seeing? I know there's like clouds and there's some,
Right. We just wanting to bring the outdoors in, so we see a lot of botanical shapes. Sea urchins and turtle shells and manzanilla branches and gardenscapes on walls.
So when you say on walls, is it being painted on, or these wallpapers, or how's it really being displayed?
A little bit of everything. We see
Okay.
actually, even taking like a pallet, a shipping pallet, and putting it up on the wall and growing herbs and things in it.
So like a vertical.
Garden. Yeah, there you go.
You said
vertical
seashells.
garden. I like that.
So, how about the seashell sinks? Are those coming back?
Yeah, because we see a lot of those.
You still 80s and 90s. You still see those. It's
Everything
yeah.
that goes around comes around.
I get a pain in my side every time I see one.
Why?
I just can't.
I mean, if you think about it, like the water goes directly to where it's supposed to be. It's kind of
sea,
it makes sense,
guys.
as far as functionality.
Every time I see one, it's just obvious to me that they have not updated in 30 years. Yeah. Yeah.
And so, what kind of merging of cultures have you really seen in a lot of this interior design lately?
That's a very interesting influence from the internet and globalization.
Sure.
Our world is shrinking,
Right.
and so we see a lot of handcrafted items from true artisans. Now, this is not like your grandma's macrame, but
Right.
true artisans from around the globe.
Right.
And chinoiserie, there's a fun word for you.
What is that?
Say it again.
Chinoiserie.
Bless you.
This basically just means Chinese stuff, or a really Far East influence
Right.
from Japan,
Right.
Asia.
Anything from that continent,
Yeah,
or that
yeah,
part of the world.
yeah.
So, are you seeing in like in little trinkets, or are you seeing it?
Yeah, you're going to see food dogs everywhere. Yeah, you've probably been seeing that. And
I don't even know what you just said. Well, I'll look out for it.
Chinese Chippendale chairs.
Wow.
Dragons
I was an American
and-
Chip
yeah.
on another career.
That was another.
Something else?
That's
Okay.
another
No,
show.
that's Chips Ahoy, I think. Yeah. So, are you seeing it? So, is it like that's more of the like stuff on the end tables, or are you seeing it actually displayed on walls and everywhere else?
Everywhere.
Really?
You're going to see the influence just in design, in wallpaper.
Sure.
I went to the mall a couple of weeks ago, and I walked around the corner, and there's a car all done in chinoiserie. I mean, dragons and all kinds of. I mean, it just looked like it came straight out of a sushi box or something.
Or like a kung fu movie.
Yeah,
Really.
exactly.
And it's happening. So, are you seeing with that? Are you seeing like the red and gold together, or because I know that I hate to hone on it because it freaked me out when I saw it on your video, but the soft gold or the brass, that was the one thing that
It threw you, huh?
I was like, "There's no way I would do that."
Oh yeah, you're going to be seeing it.
Really?
You'll start doing it. Yeah,
Really?
you'll have some in your house.
How about JJ's avocado appliances?
Yeah.
Are those ever going to come back?
They're
cyclical.
back. They're back. In the '60s, all those colors that we harvest gold and avocado, they're back, but we've got euphemisms.
Sure.
And now it's olive green. It's not avocado anymore. It's olive.
Told you.
And ochre instead of harvest gold.
Right.
So there's a lot of new trends coming out. How do you guys keep on top of this? Is there classes that you, because you guys know that everything's what's coming out. You guys are on top of everything. You guys are cutting edge, with everything.
Well, we do our homework. We go to market.
You just got back from Europe, actually, didn't you?
I did.
Just to see what's on and popping.
I was in London.
On the other side of the pond. Yeah.
I would like to say it was for design reasons, but it was to see my grandbaby. But I checked it out while I was there.
Did you do any design?
I actually did. Yeah,
okay.
You check out my posts. We did post a few fun things from across the pond. Mm-hmm.
And so, where does all this, like Bobby was saying, where does all this homework? Is it just ongoing for you and Julie? Is it just you guys are constantly looking at, magazines
absolutely.
and websites?
Yeah, all the time, checking out other Instagrammers and other posts, and the Pantone color of the year and what's market trends.
Isn't it some kind of a Merlot type? That color?
It is.
That's what my wife told
Marsala.
me. She tried to buy me a shirt, and I'm like, no, that.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten great reviews really from everybody.
I'm always red.
Your shirt, the one that lace shirt.
Yeah, it was the netted one, the see-through one. It has a little tone of Merlot, or what is the color again?
It's Marsala. But it is it's kind of a Merlot mixed with mushroom sauce.
Gotcha. From Carrabba's. I gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
So if anyone wants to get a hold of you and Julie, because I know you guys. You're like the interior design staging gurus of San Antonio. I know they can go to www.buy, that's bydesignsa.com.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And even more importantly, if you want to see this video, which is a really cool video that covers everything that we've been talking about, they can email you at debbie@bydesignsa.com.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to send them a link to the video.
Yes.
And then you can figure out how to follow Julie and Debbie, because this is the funnest part of my day, on Instagram and all the social media stuff, because they're all over the place, and you'll give them a link to all that kind of stuff
Absolutely,
as well.
yeah. Just send us an email. We'll get it all to you.
So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and speak a little bit more with Julie, because she's over there a little quiet. And we'll be right back with BobbyandJJRadio.com.